Hi, how you doing? This is Kevin,
And this is Rachel.
and this is That's Interesting. And Rachel, it has been another interesting week.
Another interesting week. What'd you find this week?
What did I find? I can't say everything I found, because I think the NSA might be listening.
I'm sure they are.
But this is the thing, the NSA's been listening forever. They've been listening since 1948.
At least.
So, like, really, people, chill out. It ain't that big of a deal.
Well,
They're
let's
gonna-
give them something to listen to at least.
Let's give them something to listen to.
Okay.
I like that. Okay. I'm looking at the Cecilia Jimenez fan club Facebook page, and I'm going to go ahead and like this, because this is pretty hilarious. I'm not going to lie. Like, if you don't know who this is, you could go to That's Interesting and take a look at it. We're going to post this actual page to the page.
Well, you have to explain a little bit. This is the woman.
Okay, this is the woman who actually repainted the fresco painting in Spain. She claims that a priest told her to repaint it, and she did absolutely repaint it. But this page is kind of like her fan club. There's 12,704 likes.
Because she did such a stellar job.
Yeah, she did such a good job, and they're selling T-shirts on here too, just in case you want to buy a effed up fresco painting T-shirt. And there's a lot of different things where they're making fun of the painting, and you could go check that out for yourself. Rachel, you want have anything to say before we talk about the NSA?
I don't want to talk about the NSA anymore. We're talking to the NSA right now. Hello, NSA.
Hi, NSA. What does that
Hear
shit
me?
stand for anyway? NSA. What does the NSA stand for? What are you talking about while I look that up right quick?
Well, isn't it the National Security Advisory?
Okay, I'm
Something
glad
like
somebody knew.
It's for our security. Don't you feel secure that they're listening to
I
people
really
on
don't
Google?
feel secure.
If Google knows about it.
Google says this. What does NSA stand for in sexual terms? This is not a joke.
We'll see.
The first thing on Google's that pops up, it says NSA stands for National Security
Agency.
which monitors communication systems as a what does the NSA stand for? It won't get off of it.
It just has a blonde lady. Apparently,
Yeah.
NSA,
NSA
in sexual
in sexual
terms,
terms
is
means
a blonde lady
a blonde woman
with blue eyes,
a aquamarine
ring,
wearing a terry cloth robe
and peach lipstick.
and peach lipstick, and she looks like she may actually be in Florida.
I think she's the head of the NSA right there.
She
We
might
just don't
be
know it.
Giving head to
At the NSA. She's available now.
My God. Sorry. Well, ma'am, if this is your name and this, she must be an iPrint woman. She must be on iPrint, like what do you call those things?
Well, you
Stock photos.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
She's a stock
Poor
photo
thing.
for this.
She
poor
was paid
thing.
once for that.
Yeah, she got paid one time for this stunning terry cloth look. She has blue eyes.
And now you could use it as your cover photo. You could pretend it was you.
Yeah, you can pretend it was you. I'm not posting that to the page. This is horrible. I mean, you can't even get to the NSA wiki area because that's what's blocking it. It's just horrible. Anyway.
Well, they're listening to us anyway, so.
Well, I mean, they listen to everything. People don't realize that they have the ability to even listen to your phone.
Okay, well, then let's tell them something
Even
really
though
important.
you're not on the phone.
But let's tell them something really important. Like what I found out today is that the
You
ground
found out-
patty
Oh,
on
yes.
Johnson Street is not the same as the one on Collie.
That
is earth-shattering
and for those
information.
of you that don't know Lafayette, Louisiana lingo, Collie is Caliste Saloon Road. That's what she means. Not Collie like a dog, like Lassie. She means Caliste Saloon Road.
who was a judge, correct? Was he a judge? I believe so.
Whoever he was, he had a wicked E on the end of his T.
That's right. And the ground patty on his road is not like the one on Johnston.
No, there are two completely different ground patties.
Yeah, same name,
Lafayette, Louisiana. Same exact name,
same sign.
except one has the original in front of it, because I put it there, and so did a couple of other people. No, I'm just joking. But really, like, it's not the same. Completely different hamburger. Just so you know. And if you're from out of town, like our friend Rachel was, you don't belong in Lafayette unless you go to the original ground patty on Johnson Street.
Well, and I've lived here for quite a long time.
How long
and
exactly?
13 years.
She's
and
been
I
here
never
13
knew.
years and never walked in until today.
Think on that.
I'm gonna think about that, because you thought it was the same, and it's so not.
I did think it was the same. I just went to the more convenient location.
Well, people don't realize this, but there was. I grew up eating at the ground patty in Houma.
Okay.
When I was a kid, it was exactly the same menu, and the 6 ounce with cheese, I would order it. I remember every week. And basically, I know there's one in Metairie. There's one in Alexandria. Not 100% if that one closed down or not, but I know that they are there, and not one of them kept the original look, not or the name or anything. They all changed. The only one that kept it is the one in Lafayette on Johnson Street near UO. So if you want to know what we're talking about, you can actually go and check it out. You could go on their Facebook page too. It's Original Ground Patty. And I think the website is also originalgroundpatty.com. And it is. And patty is P-A-T-I, just so you know. Originalgroundpatty.com. It's 2303 Johnston Street in Lafayette, Louisiana. And feel free to see their hamburger
And it
on
was
their
good stuff.
Facebook
It
page.
was good.
Well, I mean, like, you've had the ground patty at the Kali Saloon location.
Right.
And I have had it too. And I think the biggest difference is the cheese.
The cheese and the meat itself. The hamburger itself was better.
Okay. You heard it here. You heard it here first. So, is there anything else that you liked about the ground patty on Johnston?
The onion rings were very good.
You heard it
They
here
were well
again.
done. I liked it.
The
I liked it.
the
I was very
original ground
happy
patty
we
has
went
good
over
onion rings as well.
That's
And
right.
there's also this thing called the corn shabab.
Now, yeah, you mentioned that, but what is that?
Well, the corn shabab is like this corn. It's like a corn on a cob,
Mm-hmm.
and basically they put cheese on it, and it's buttered corn. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's,
They put
you know,
cheese on it too?
Well, yeah. I mean, the only place I know other than that kind of does that.
I've
is
never had
the
cheese
Pink
on
Taco
corn.
In Vegas. The Pink Taco in Vegas has the same thing, but
See, now I've never been to the Pink Taco in Vegas. I know the one in LA. And
Wow.
that's the original one.
there you go.
So if you're going to do the Pink Taco, you got to go all the way out to Los Angeles.
Well, I would rather go and be in a Pink Taco in Vegas.
Well, I don't know. Bring a condom.
No, I'm just joking. I'm just picking. I couldn't pass that up. That's too funny. So, let's see here. Let's see. What else was interesting this week? I heard that we had some sunspot activity on the sun, just
That's
in
what you
case
said.
anyone was wondering. I still believe that for some reason, every time we have some sort of solar sunspot activity, or where they talk about we have solar flares, I truly believe that people get crazier.
Is that all it
during
takes?
those weeks. I think I'm really serious. I think that's what. I think a lot of people got a little weird this week because of that. And if they ever actually talked about that on the news, we would know that people are absolutely insane during those weeks, and we could just not talk to anybody. What do you think about that, Rach?
Well, I don't know about solar flares, but maybe the solar flares. Someone posted, I think this was you, that a mother slapped a school bus bully.
Yeah, but that was like
Is she
old
feeling
news.
that solar flare?
No, I mean like I saw that on YouTube, and I was like, let me show this to some people because she knocked the hell out of that kid. You hit play on that. Did you see this?
Yeah. No, I saw it.
That little girl or that woman slapped that kid, but I posted it because it's bullying, and I don't like bullying.
But isn't the mom being a bully?
Well, mom's just saying, you're messing with my little duck, and if you're gonna keep messing with my little duck,
Well, no,
I'm gonna
I hear
be
you
a
on
mama
that.
duck. I don't think.
When that happens to your kids, you kind of lose your stuff.
Yeah, I mean, she might not have wanted to go on the school bus and slap the kid on the bus. She might have wanted to wait till after he got off the bus, found out where he lived, but then the mamas would be fighting and all that stuff.
I know.
So she just reacted the best way I think any mother would.
Yeah, it's a tough situation.
It's a kind of bad situation. You're messing with your kid on the bus, and bad things happen at school and stuff. But that kid's not gonna mess with nobody on the bus after that.
I should hope so. Well, there's no control anymore. I don't know what. No one can do anything about it anymore. I mean,
Well, I think the NSA should have been on that bus.
well, they are probably
They're too
watching
busy listening to stuff though.
it.
They can't listen to they're too busy listening to shit. Oh no, we can't be on the bus, but we can watch it through your camera. It's true. It's true.
I know, but we
That
can't do
brings me
anything
to
about
another
it.
topic that I want to discuss.
Okay,
Hiding behind the mouse.
hiding behind the mouse.
Yes.
Big talkers online.
Big talkers online this week. Big talkers. Like, there's a lot of people out there who like to hide behind the mouse. And let's talk about hiding behind the mouse for a second. If you're online and you feel the need to speak your mind, like everybody apparently and feels like they should or have the right to do so, which is fine, but you should be able to back that up in real life. That's my thought.
You should have to back it up in real life.
Well, I think that maybe you should, and I think that Facebook is definitely a form of therapy for a lot of people. They get online and they go, you know what, I really don't like the way that Ryan Seacrest wore his hair today. Or whatever you write.
All the important stuff.
All the important stuff, right? And basically, if Ryan Seacrest walked in, would you tell him that? There's a lot of people
Absolutely
I think they should
not.
ask themselves that question. I would. I mean, if you're gonna write it online,
No,
why
I'm
can't
saying
you say it in real
the
life?
people who normally write that kind of stuff online would never say it to their face.
You don't think so?
Nope. Nope.
Okay. I want to know what other people think about this. Like, I'm gonna put a vote up and say, would you hide behind the mouse? And I'm gonna put a definition of what the hiding behind the mouse is, and basically, because it's kind of true. I think that's why they call it a mouse.
It's mousy.
No, I don't think many people have ever wondered about that, but
I thought it just looked like a mouse.
They call it, well, it kind of looks like a mouse, but now I'm saying it might be another reason.
It goes
People
deeper
are
now.
big wusses and they can't back anything. A lot of people don't back up what they say online. Like, I love my wife. Oh my God, she's amazing. And then the next thing you know, you got crazy stuff going on in real life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's
but
not always the case.
Facebook is not always the truth. I mean, come
I want
on.
to raise $4,000 for these children. And next thing you know, you don't hear from nobody.
And the kid gets $5.
Well, the kid probably don't even get $5.
Yeah.
He gets to do nothing for about 10 minutes. So, but I mean, really, there's a lot of things that I think we see online, and like, I always think about one day this guy posted, well, everything you see online is true.
No, they didn't. Someone actually said that? Who?
I just
Call
remember
him out
somebody
right
writing
now.
that online one day. Not everything you see online is
Well,
true.
of course.
So,
I mean,
sometimes I think people believe everything they see online.
well,
So,
that's the easy way to do it.
But hiding behind the mouse, a lot of people do that. Oh my God, it's a mouse.
Yeah, but that's the easy way out. It's just like believing everything you read, everything someone tells you. I mean, come on. You can believe most stuff, but
Rachel, you're not. I agree. I completely agree. I do. you know. And I just think sometimes people should think about what they write. That's it.
Well, what's the purpose?
Well, because
No, not
like
of that, but to think about what the purpose is of what you're writing. Are you
about
trying
what
to
you're
help
writing.
someone? Are you trying to benefit others, or are you just
I
being
don't
a
think they're
jerk?
trying to benefit others. I think they're trying to get a like.
But
I
you
think
can get
I
a
think
like by
think-
benefiting others.
I think it went from what would Jesus do to how can I get a like in this country. So like I'm being serious.
I
I'm not
know, that's
being
why I'm
rude.
laughing.
I mean, sometimes getting a like is not everything in life.
Can I get an amen?
Amen. I think that some people need to think about that. So back to reality.
Okay.
I watched a show for the first. I don't really watch TV, and I watched a show last night, and it was on MTV.
Your first mistake.
There were people that were vampires and wolves, and it was called Teen Wolf.
Like the
Now,
movie?
I don't know about you, but I felt kind of weird when I saw this.
I've never seen it.
It was kind of like a bite off of the Twilight thing. And then, the Teen Wolf that I remember was Michael
J. Fox growing a
I mean, that's the Teen
fur.
Wolf I want to remember. There's no wolves and vampires fighting in California. I don't know about y'all, but I know I hear a lot of weird stuff going on. We even talk about mermaids in Greenland underwater and like how much depth, 600 feet or something. But I mean, really, vampires and werewolves fighting
Yeah, nah.
in high school. Grow up.
In the hall.
That's what our problem is.
See, when I went to school in L.A., it was Crips and the Bloods.
Yeah.
Now they've got vampires and werewolves.
Apparently,
It's gotten worse.
Yeah, it's a little strange.
Well,
and then their eyes turn from orange to red.
Like I said, your first mistake was turning on the television to MTV. MTV used to be cool.
It used to be real cool. Like I remember my favorite. What was your favorite commercial? Mine was like when David Lee Roth popped up. He was like, "I want my MTV." Nobody even knows who that is anymore.
Now that's a shame.
I agree. Who was David Lee Roth, Rachel?
Van Halen, 1984 was probably one of the best, I can say, albums ever because there were no CDs then.
I agree.
Loved it. Well, I was watching
good.
TV the other day and was watching something called Tattoo Nightmares. Tattoo Nightmares, and it is about this tattoo parlor in Hollywood, and they fix tattoos. So the people come in, and they've got these jacked up tattoos for whatever reason. Either the tattoo artist screwed it up, or they put the name of their first boyfriend on their behind, or whatever they did. But anyway, they fix these tattoos. And so the stories behind the crazy tattoos are hilarious, and they do reenactments of them. And then they show the new tattoo that has completely covered the other one. And I must say, they are amazing artists. So that is a good... If you are going to sit down and watch television, I'm thinking you should check that out instead of MTV.
Well, unless you look up YouTube and you look up old MTV interviews by David Lee Roth and Martha Quinn from 1982.
I wonder if all those VJs are still around.
They are.
All of them?
Mm-hmm. They have kids now, though.
Yep, that's what happens.
Well, to some of them. Some of them, not all of them. I'm sure they it's a little weird now for some of them. Like I met, I remember, that's a good story. I think, like life-changing experiences by meeting musicians that you've worshipped or not, I don't want to say worship, like listened to and like bought every CD, listened to them, and then you met them? How did that change your life after you met them? Was it so mind blowing that you just had to change your life? Because you were like, oh my God, I wasted a lot of time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's true. Did it ever happen to you?
No.
No?
Nope.
At all?
No.
Ever?
No. Meeting
You
a
never-
musician that I loved or
yeah,
whatever.
I mean, like, did you ever, you have like every Mariah Carey CD, right?
No. Sorry. I'm sorry to burst
And then all of
your
a sudden,
bubble
boom,
of
you
me.
met Mariah Carey. You were like, oh my God, I am so glad I bought all of her CDs.
No.
This
It's
never
never happened to me.
What is it? You come close ever? Like who was
I
somebody
would
that you
say,
listened to when you were a kid?
well, outside of music, I would say I was excited to meet Danny Glover.
Okay.
I met him. He's an actor. You know him. Do you?
I know, yeah.
Okay, well,
He's getting too old for this shit, he says, in the Lethal Weapon movie.
well, he's a pretty cool guy, and I actually used to see him on the Geary bus in San Francisco all the time. He used to ride the bus.
The Geary bus.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is a Geary bus for the people that don't know what that is?
It's, if memory serves me right, it's bus number 38, and it travels down a Geary street that goes straight clear through San Francisco, through all sorts of crazy neighborhoods.
Now, aren't you glad that I asked that question? It's a much more description than the Times was this week about the Lafayette Music Festival.
Okay, can I tell you, I'm seriously irritated with the Times.
You can tell me anything you like.
That was ridiculous. So there we are at the original ground patty. Picked up the Times. It's a new one, according to the Times. It came out on the 6th? Is that the Thursday? Front cover, big, huge article about the Lafayette Music Festival. And it had happened already on Saturday. And I'm picking it up on Tuesday. And it's still, quote unquote, the new Times. So we missed it.
Well, I thought it was interesting that we couldn't figure out where it was.
And then there's that. There was no location, no way to get tickets. Well, they can't print the location and where to get tickets because it was already over.
I still don't understand why we don't know where it was located.
Especially if it's the Lafayette Music Festival.
Yeah,
You'd think we would have heard about it.
something so big as be called the Lafayette Music Festival with Drew Hill.
With Drew Hill and En Vogue.
Right, In Vogue.
I mean, come on.
They were like, Lafayette really is lame.
And
'Cause I
did
didn't
anyone
hear about
go?
it. And I hear about a lot of festivals, so like, I didn't hear about none of it. I didn't even hear about the Buggy Festival until Friday afternoon.
Well, I'm wondering with all these big names, because that other group was there that had Bobby Brown in it?
New Edition?
No, but it's a group that he recently put together. Was at this festival.
I didn't hear about that. Yeah. The only thing I could think about when it comes to Bobby Brown is
Heads of State. It's Bobby Brown, Johnny Gill, and Ralph someone.
Tresvant.
Yeah.
How you don't know? Come on now. Ralph Tresvant was awesome.
I don't remember him.
Ralph Tresvant, Johnny Gill is amazing too. Now, how he got how Bobby Brown got that together, he deserves an award just for getting them two to agree to be in a group with him.
But that's what I'm saying, and we didn't know anything about it.
I heard about the Ralph Tresvant thing, but I didn't. I thought it was gonna be more of a bigger deal.
Well, you didn't go.
I didn't know about it.
Exactly.
I didn't know it was going on.
And you
The
run
Lafayette Music
and you
Festival.
run live and local, and you didn't know it was
Hey,
going
I didn't
on.
hear a damn thing about
But that's
it.
what I'm talking about.
Nobody even said anything. Nobody wrote nothing.
Well, because the cover story came out 2 seconds before the show happened.
Well, I just don't understand how you write where something's at, and it's called the Lafayette Music Festival, and you don't tell people where the location is.
Well,
I'm very freaked out about that.
it's crazy. It's
You know why?
journalism at its
you know
best.
why?
What?
Because they were too worried about who is best of. think that
Submitting your
they were
ads
so-
in time.
All those votes that came in on May 27th.
That was at the end. They're still counting them, I think, is what happened.
Counting them and making sure that
they didn't have enough people to write the articles because they were all counting.
They were making sure some of them checks cleared.
Well, they only have so many fingers and toes to count on. Maybe that's what happened.
That's funny. Okay. What do you think about the best of, by the way?
I
let me hear a female opinion about this.
The best of the best
like
of.
If somebody called you up, I don't mean to interrupt.
That's okay.
I kind of do because I do it all the time. Anyway, if somebody called you up and said, "Rachel, oh my God, we think you're cool. We think that you should be nominated for best of.
Mm-hmm.
You're a top 3 finalist."
Okay.
What would you say?
Great. Thanks. Where's my tiara? Is that what I would say?
Well, it's not that easy, Rachel.
You're going to have to buy an ad.
Here's an ad. Here's a super cool PDF with 4 different areas of
It's only going to cost you $1,000.
affordability. And we start at $350.
I would not need to be the best anymore.
Okay. Are you sure?
I already know.
You already know what,
I'm
Rachel?
the best. It's okay. I don't need it.
That's pretty conceited.
Well, that's what I think of it.
I really like
That's
this
what I think of it.
Detective Times voice.
Because that's exactly who calls you.
Okay, Rachel.
The gumshoe of the Times calls you.
That's so good. Oh my God, this is fun. Let's keep this going. Okay, Rachel. It's May 26, 2013.
Push for votes.
We want to know. It's time for your push. You need to let people know that you're liked.
With a thank you ad.
Yes. Starting at $350 and going up to $1,200, I think. So apparently, if you want to be the best, you have to pay for the best.
Apparently.
Yes. Instead of taking that $1,200 and putting it back into your business and buying some more inventory.
Because people come flocking to you because you have been named the
Right.
best.
And then, after you have won, here's a banner that has our name all over it. We want you to post this in front of your business for the whole year and tell people how you are a part of us.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm sorry. You heard it here, folks. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's not going to make me shop one place or another anymore.
I got to tell you, one of our new characters That's Interesting
is the Times Gumshoe
guy. Because that was so much fun coming up with. I think we should call businesses and tell them that they are finalists. What do you think about that?
I'm thinking that the way that they're putting these things out, they're going to need more revenue, and it's going to become a biannual thing.
A biannual?
Yeah.
Did you just say biannual?
I did.
Biannual.
It's like the gay annual. Just kidding.
No, I mean, with gay has nothing to do with bi. Trust me. I was riding in a car once in New Orleans. I was with I don't know the correct term for this, but I'm just going to say lesbian female. And she says, "Which way are we going?" I said, "I think we got to go straight." She goes, "No, don't go straight. Don't ever go straight. Go forward." I was
okay.
Like, I know you did not. It was funny though. I thought it was funny. And we were actually riding in a Miata that she owned.
A Miata?
Yeah. It was
well, that works. That's a chick car.
Well, every time I think of a Miata, I think of Acadiana Mazda. Or Corkster. From Corky Romano. You know what I'm talking about? He had a yellow Miata and it had on the license plate Corkster.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. What do you mean that's hilarious? We think it's so funny that you should be a part of the best of.
Oh, my Lord.
How are they going to put that in the category? Best license plate.
I don't know, but it'll cost you $350 to figure it out.
Well, to advertise it. If I want to advertise it. It really doesn't cost me anything if I'm a finalist. At least I know I'm getting one of the 3 spots. But it should entice me to want to be number 1 and tell people, thank you. in the magazine.
Yeah, but I find it
So
kind of funny that you place your order for a thank you ad before you even know if you've won.
that's incentive to make you think. I might
I'm
want
just wondering if that
times to
that
know
means
that
if
I'm
you
cool.
place a thank you ad, you have a better chance of winning. If you don't place that thank you ad, if you place that screw you ad,
Well, and I don't want to be a complete ass about this, but one of the things that I want to say is this. I looked at the best photographer ad. I did,
mhm,
and one of the things that makes me question the times is, is it really the best of the best or not? And I take pictures, and I see a lot of people out there taking pictures. One guy that I know that's taken photos for at least 20 years in this Acadiana area is Jay Falgout. And I didn't see his name
at all.
on it at all.
Like not even
Like,
finalist.
I know better than that. Because, I look at a lot of photos online, and he's got some good ones.
Mhm.
He should be on that list. But clearly, we're not going to get the real answer to this story, but it's just an opinion.
Mhm.
I think he should have been on that list. Because the other three people, I didn't know who they were. They apparently know a lot of people that like to vote on stuff online.
Mhm.
And that's how they're there. But clearly, that told me everything I needed to know.
Well, it seems to me if they wanted to do it for real, instead of the online voting, which we all know everyone can rig and all that kind of stuff, is that if you selected random people and told them to choose from random walks of life, maybe it would be a more truthful answer to all those best ofs. I'm not sure.
I look at it like this too. I don't listen to a whole lot of radio, but the guys, I'm online all the time, and I see them promoting shows and all this stuff. Fred Charlie and Big Al, Alex Benoit.
Mhm.
Those two guys promote their ass off on online. I see stuff that they write. Eric with 106.7. These two guys, Voodoo and Chase.
Mhm.
Also, other than that, I don't really see a whole lot of, oh my God, check me out online. I really don't.
You in between like Bobby Novosad and all those guys and Troy?
Yeah, well, I see them too. Well, who do you see? Because
Well,
I see
no,
one
I
spectrum of a
see who you're
completely
talking
different-
about, Eric, definitely, and but I see Bobby Novosad posts a bunch.
Yeah, but he posts on his stuff. I don't see him posting on like a lot of
What's
other
going
stuff.
on? Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
I know guys that they post on other stuff and go, hey, listen to my show.
No, I think they post about other things that are going on in the area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna get off of that. I think I'm not joking. I want to get back to that voice.
Okay.
So, what do you think, Rachel?
Uh-huh.
What do you think was the best restaurant?
Yeah, that would be so tough around here.
I agree. I agree.
Mhm.
I don't think there is a best restaurant in Acadiana.
Mm-mm.
I really don't. I don't think there's a best anything.
I think
Actually, I think Acadiana just is the best.
the
period.
extra 10 pounds I've been carrying since the day I moved here is it's enough to say that there are plenty of good restaurants.
Yeah, even in Acadiana, there's great restaurants. There's no best. They're just great restaurants. Everybody that cooks here, you truly deserve an award. Whether or not somebody voted for you or nominated you or what, you all deserve an award. Y'all are all cool. No matter what you're cooking, no matter how you're cooking it, you all deserve an award. So, that's just my
So
opinion.
there you go.
So, what's next, Rachel?
I don't know, what else did you find
That is
interesting?
a fun voice to do.
I see
if
you're
you're
enjoying
at
that.
home, just squinch up your lips as tight as possible. get as close to a microphone or whatever you can.
Put on a fedora.
Like on a wall, if you have to. Put on a fedora? What the hell's a fedora got to do with this? Oh, I see what you're saying. Put on a cowboy hat or a fedora. It doesn't matter. Wherever you're located. And go, so, who do you think is the best? And it's pretty fun.
And start charging people $350.
And start charging people, right? Okay. Let's see here. I'm surprised they wouldn't have charged a vote.
a dollar to vote. Text
Shit, we might have
fees.
just started something. Let's see. Oh, look. Man, hey. I'm on YouTube right now, and I see an advertisement for the Hotel Acadiana. Rates, RATE, starting from only $104 per night. Book now, and when you click it, you go to the Hotel Acadiana
Website? Is there a Scandals link yet?
I don't know. Let's find out. Let's come up with a character name for this guy.
For which one? The gumshoe?
Hello, how you doing? That way, if we have to call somebody,
You start prank calling with the gumshoe?
Prank calling people. Hello, how are you? My name is
Frank.
Frank.
I'm from the Times.
I'm No, they're gonna steal this idea. I'm telling
This
you.
could get bad.
No, I don't. I'm not from the Times. Sorry, but I mean seriously, the NSA knows what we're talking about. And then you go straight to the Hotel Acadiana website, which is, it's got calendar in front of it. Group code, promo corporate code, and travel agent code. They're getting big time. So if you are affiliated at all, if you want a room for $104 a night, you can check that out. And a lot of people don't realize that they have a pretty cool little dance club in there called Scandals. And if you're coming in from out of town, it's kind of nice. And if you know you're staying at Scandals, you could actually tell the hotel you're staying at Scandals.
You can get in. Well, and let's talk about what's coming up there on Friday.
What's coming up there?
That's
on Friday?
Bid on a Bachelor for the children's shelter.
Bid on a bachelor.
Bid on a Bachelor. You
What is Bid on a
too
Bachelor?
could buy a Lafayette Bachelor.
You could buy a bachelor.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least a date.
You could rent
him. Rent.
Yeah.
And rate.
That way you could get a corporate expense write-off if you pay with
And
a company credit card.
And your date is a tax write-off. Your bid. It's going to the children's shelter. They need the money because the funding got cut, as we all know.
I didn't know anything about it. Tell me.
Their funding got cut quite drastically.
What is it? We need Nicole here.
We do need Nicole here.
To tell us what's going on.
Well, go to the
in
children's
world.
shelter page, and we can find out all about it.
They actually wrote that?
What?
About the cut?
I'm not sure if it's directly on there on the front of the page, but no, they went through huge budget cuts with the state budget.
One of the things I think is weird about the Hotel Acadiana's website.
It's dark.
Well, I don't mind it being dark. I like that a little bit because I don't ever put the light on in my office. But I mean, honestly, there's no Facebook link. What's wrong with these people? I want to see what's Facebook. I want to see what your Facebook page is like. Want to book a room from Facebook.
Where's the best of tag?
I think we should give them a phone call and ask them what they think.
They think they're the best.
I'm in. You ready to call them? We're calling them.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
You're going to ask them where the link is? You're going to get the front desk. They don't know.
I'm calling them. But they don't even have a wait. Yeah, look how small the phone number is. You ready?
I'm ready. Did you put it on speaker?
Yep.
speaking.
Mike, how are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm calling. My name is Frank from That's Interesting.
Okay.
I have a quick question. We're on your website right now,
Uh-huh.
and we're in the middle of a radio show. Well, online radio show, and we're talking about your website. And one of the things that we don't see is a Facebook icon.
Let me transfer to sales, okay?
Okay.
Don't tell them exactly where you're from. It's
I
a
have to.
prank.
It's recorded.
Good afternoon, this is Faith.
Is this Faith?
Yes, it is.
Well, I guess it would be nice. Like, you remember that song, Faith?
Yes.
Okay, I bet you do. This is Frank from That's Interesting. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay. Well, I'm just letting you know we're on the air live, and we're calling because we're looking up things on the internet, and we see your hotel. We saw an advertisement on YouTube for your hotel, which I want to let you know your advertising is working. And we clicked on it. We went straight to your website, but we don't see a Facebook icon. I just wanted you to
Okay.
know.
I'm sorry, what?
I just wanted you to know.
Okay.
That way you could call them and say, hey, we don't have any Facebook icon. And I think that sometimes, if you post a cool special on there, somebody might know about it, and you might sell more rooms.
Okay, yeah, I'll let the people who are in charge of our website know that we can add it on there.
Okay. And Faith, just for the listeners, can you tell them honestly, whenever George Michael came out with that song, Faith, how aggravated you were?
It's a great song. He's a great singer. He does get old after a while, but that's okay.
Okay, Faith, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye. That was
That
fun.
was good.
That was fun.
Okay, so now
I'm trying to remember. All I can remember is, I guess it would be nice if I could touch your body.
yeah, I think if you had said
I
that to
know
her,
not
she would have hung out.
everybody has got a body like you.
She would have hung up on you.
Is that even Faith?
She would have hung up on
That's
you.
not Faith.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is?
Because you gotta have
Oh,
faith.
it is. Because I gotta have faith. That's like
Is that
more
the-
of the Limp
That's
Bizkit
the
sound.
disturbed version.
That's the Limp Bizkit one. Hey, that was kind of fun. You heard the first guy, he was a little nervous.
He was. I'll trust you to sales.
Let me give you sales.
It's always when in doubt, send him to sales.
This is some fun. Oh, that was fun. I haven't done that in years.
That's good stuff.
That is fun. Next, we're gonna call the NSA.
Why? They're already They're already listening.
They might be, but we'll make sure they are. Next. Rach,
Yep.
who you want to call next?
Oh no,
Ground Patty?
no.
You want to call original Ground Patty? Let's see. If you have a phone number, be on the lookout, because That's Interesting might be giving you a call. If you'd like to be on the show, too,
Post.
go to that'sinteresting.com, DATSINTERESTING, for those who don't spell well. You can go there and hit the contact page, put what you want us to talk about. If you have an issue with your landlord, if you have an issue with festivals in Louisiana,
Not hearing about festivals in Louisiana.
not hearing about festivals in Louisiana, chances are you could go to Live and Local and they will tell you what's going on, because they're pretty on top of that recently. They very, very much so are, unless they have fever. So, because I'm not gonna lie, when I had fever, I wasn't on top of things. But I tried. I did try. So, all I gotta say is, what else we got going on, right? Hey, you know what? Next week we're gonna see if the Hotel Acadiana put out.
Yeah,
Facebook
I
icon
definitely
on
want to see how long that
website.
takes.
Hey, I just realized if we want things to get done, this is probably a good way to get them done.
We start prank calling
We
people.
start crank calling people
and
and
get
put them
stuff
on the air.
done. Absolutely.
Yeah. Maybe we could call the government and ask them why the children's shelter lost their funding.
Yeah, well, so did Faith House.
So did
Yeah,
Faith
they
House.
pulled it from all those.
You see? But you know what didn't lose their funding?
What's that?
something crazy that deals with
A golf
you know,
course.
a golf
Yeah.
course or
A study on homosexual squirrels. Those usually
Right.
get all sorts of funding.
you think
That's what we need to look up. The craziest
what got
government
funding and what
funded
didn't
studies.
get funded, and then give them
Yeah.
a call. I think we're
Okay.
in on this. This might be our superhero mentality thing that we
This is
do.
it. Frank is
Yeah,
going
we-
to
we-
change the
My name is
world.
Frank, and right now we're on a
He's
mission.
going to change the world.
We're gonna change
One
Louisiana
prank
one,
call
one
at a
city
time.
at a time. Because I'm not messing around, people. We keep dropping funding for really good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get a call from Frank.
I like it.
Frank with the crank. I love it. That's great.
Well, all right, Frank.
You got somebody you want Frank to call? Go to that'sinteresting.com.
Tell
I cannot
tell
wait
Frank.
to hear this show and hear his voice. He sounds just like a real gumshoe. I love it. I love it. See what the Times did do something good. They came up with a new
Yeah,
character
that's right.
for me to talk about.
Frank
the
Squeak
Crank.
Tyler.
We're gonna have to get my friend to draw a little sketch of what Frank looks
Mhm.
like.
I like it.
This is fun. Okay. What else are we talking about, Rach? Oh, by the way, I got contacted Wednesday last week while I was sick as a dog. These people contacted me and they said, "Hey, would you mind posting this photo to tell people about us?" And I'm like, "Well, what are you doing? What is this?" I look at it and it's a T-shirt, and it says, "I'm from Louisiana and we can't keep calm," because there's just 1,000.
Yeah, keep calm and dance.
Keep
or
calm
whatever.
and dance. Keep calm and run around the block. Keep calm around and eat more gumbo and all these other things. I just came out with 3 new T-shirts. So basically, everybody in Louisiana has a calm shirt in the world, I guess now. So apparently, we can't keep calm in Louisiana. Everybody loved this shirt. They thought it was so cool. And if you go to the That's Interesting thing, you can find out who's making it, and you can buy your own. You can't miss it. It's in purple. So, oh, by the way, this was a cool, interesting story. Spin Dat on the That's Interesting Facebook page. An 84-year-old woman won a $590 million jackpot.
That was the Powerball in Florida, and no one knew who
Yeah.
won it for the longest time. Probably because it took her that long to get to the Powerball office.
Well,
She's
honestly,
84. God bless her.
and I think Florida doesn't tax income.
No, I don't
So,
think. No.
I think there's something with taxes in Florida that she's gonna get some money.
Well, she's gonna get money whether it's taxed or not,
Yeah, I know.
and she
Yeah.
better spend that.
She's definitely probably gonna spend that. She's probably got 12 new grandkids she didn't know about. Calling her up, going, "Hey, I want a Porsche."
And some. What do you think? Marriage solicitations
84 years old.
with that kind of
I mean,
money?
you never know. She might move to Boca Raton from Tallahassee.
She might buy Boca
In a
Raton.
mansion. She might buy Boca Raton. Where you from, Boca Raton? I think we should call her and ask her,
What you gonna buy?
how many new friends do you get? Or she should have the new Golden Girls reality TV series.
The Golden Girl.
Golden Girl.
Mhm. That's it.
And that's it, right? She could
Singular.
be Blanche, Rose. She could be Blanche and Rose in
All
the same
mixed
person
together
with $590 million.
in her pocket.
Yep. I think that's great.
I love it. Good for her.
Yep. I still wouldn't tell anybody if I won that much money.
Well, nah.
I would take the Powerball ticket and go, in case of emergency, break, and put it in a like shadow box.
You would not.
And then one day I'd realize that void after
That's
120
right.
days,
You were screwed.
and then I could talk about how I could have been a contender, and all this stuff, all these crazy things that people say whenever they could have did something.
Mhm. And there that ticket would sit.
Right. In case of emergency. Break glass.
with your debit card on
With
the
my debit
desk.
card, right.
Lost.
On the desk. Lost. Because it just so happened to be a bill that I was paying for it earlier today, and I forgot it on my desk.
And there you have it.
There I have it. That's
That's
interesting.
interesting.
You don't want to have anything else you want to talk about?
I'm good. I think we need to do some research on who we're going to prank call next week. About what kind
I
of
think these
studies
prank
we're
calls are
going
going
to
to be a new thing for us. This is pretty funny. You don't want to talk about this breakup letter?
Oh, well, I guess if we have time, we can talk about the breakup letter.
Well, we have all the time in the world to spare. You ever heard that song?
No.
I'm going to post that song on the That's Interesting Facebook page.
So I thought that
just-
breakup letter was very creative. And
You
she
did?
wrote it so nicely. Like,
This breakup letter reminds me of an ex that I had.
but her writing is so cute and bubbly, even though she's pissed off.
Well, that's because she was trying
And
to be
she's
cute
got little
and
hearts
bubbly.
all over it.
Yeah, but they're red.
So,
She's writing in red ink.
and
I
it's
mean,
in a
really.
notebook.
I understand that.
I find it funny.
Well, I'm just happy somebody wrote something today.
Well, I'm glad. And it
They
wasn't a
didn't text
text.
Right. Hey, honey. Guess who left his Facebook open on the computer and got a message from Kelsey? Yeah, you. But don't worry. I didn't break anything. Actually, I was nice enough to package your things, and I even invented a neat game. Since I know you like looking for things like other girls, here's where you'll find your stuff. I'll let you go in from there if you can.
Oh, well, I didn't know I was doing that. Okay, let's see.
And she's got
Okay, so she's got like a little scavenger hunt going on for all his
Uh-huh.
things.
Yeah, I think that's cute.
I like it. Your clothes are where we first met. Your video games are where we first kissed. Your laptop is where we bought our first video game together. So they're gamers, apparently, these two. Your TV is where
Problem
we
from
went
the
all
start.
the way.
All the way.
Now, where would you leave a TV where you went all the way? Like that, they must have gone all the way outside somewhere. Apparently.
Either unless they went in Sears. Some people are freaking
You know
like
what I
that,
mean?
especially the video game population.
I guess. Okay.
They might have did it in.
And everything else, she actually figured out where this chick lived. Because she left all the stuff at her house. That's
Mhm.
hilarious.
Have fun. Oh, and while I didn't break or damage anything, I can't guarantee anybody else won't find it. Happy hunting. Okay, whoever this guy is, thank your stars every day that this girl left.
Why do you say that?
Because she's crazy. She is. She's crazy. I mean, literally.
Why
Look at
is she
this.
crazy?
Because she has no proof of anything.
What are you
He's
talking
t-
about?
Some crazy girl could have messaged him on Facebook and she has no proof. You need to talk to
No.
people.
You don't even know what the
Yes.
message said.
Look, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. This is
You
real
don't even
life.
know what the message said.
This is real life. This is why it reminds me of an ex. I was 18. No, I must have been 19
Okay.
years old. Okay. And I don't really do anything wrong, man. I don't.
Okay,
I don't.
well,
The
anyway.
worst thing I did all year is this whole thing where hello, my name is Frank, and I'm talking about the time. That's the worst thing I did all year.
Uh-huh. Okay.
It literally
Anyway.
is. I mean,
Okay, Mr. Perfect.
I'm not perfect. I never said I was perfect, but this story is going to be interesting.
Okay.
Okay. I was working in the mall when I was 19. This is kind of funny. I worked in the mall, and I got a phone call from my ex. At that time, we were together, but not really. Like, because she wanted to get mad. Well, apparently, she had a key to my apartment.
Okay, first
That was the
mistake.
first problem. First mistake, right. took me a while to get where I'm at.
Well, you're stupid at 19. I don't care who you are.
19, I wasn't.
Everybody's
You're not
stupid.
always. You don't always know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Even though you think you're cool, you think, oh my God, I got in the
I got
keg.
this.
I got in the keg. They didn't card me. That's because them bitches need money
and they don't
want
care.
you to drink. That's why. Okay. It's
Yeah,
not
you
a
didn't
joke.
pull the wool over anyone's eyes. They just don't care.
Right. You're cute or something, and they think, oh my God, they'll come in and drink. And then they worry about how you're getting home later after they made 1,000. So, it's not just smart. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, so you gave
So,
random
anyway,
girl
I gave her a
key.
key. She calls me on the phone because I don't think we were texting back then. I think we might have been, but it was like right on the edge of like being 100 cents a
Right.
text. She goes, I went in your apartment and broke a sculpture. I said, why did you do that? Mind you, it was a 100-year-old sculpture. Well, because you were looking at that girl in the mall. I said, wait, what? I said, what do you mean? Well, when we were walking in the mall the other day, you were checking out that
Oh,
girl.
now see, come on, that's.
Yeah, I'm not joking.
No,
This
I
is
get it.
exactly- This is for
I
real,
get you.
okay? Like, overreact completely. Like, I wasn't even checking out no girl. I was probably thinking about what I was going to write.
Okay, well, give me a break on that. That you don't check
I'm
out
being
girls.
serious.
But anyway,
I wasn't doing it. To this day, I'm telling you
Okay.
right now, I wasn't doing what she was saying I was doing. It's not the case at all. I wasn't looking at no chick. If I need to check out a chick's butt,
uh-huh.
I'm just going to check
Right.
it out.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
If I did it,
Right.
I'll say I did it. Okay? I don't feel bad about saying that. So anyway, when I got home, she not only broke it, she took a baseball bat and broke it into like a million pieces. Okay? And then she freaked out because she realized that it really wasn't that big of a deal. She broke a 100-year-old sculpture, and that was the
Yeah.
big deal. That's why this breakup letter, it reminded me of that.
Right.
So I think it was great that I got to deal with my.
It was cathartic for you.
Yeah, it was part of my therapy.
I'm glad we could help you out.
Well, thank you, and thank you Chelsea lately too, by the way, for bringing that
That's
back.
right.
Until next week.
Until next week, keep it interesting. We'll talk about it, and the NSA will listen about it.
Okay, that's interesting.
Bye.
Bye, Rach.